GameStop. It was like the crappiest thing ever, and I got work out of it. Like, that's how I got into some fandoms. Like, it really is just like start as small and basic as possible. Just do the thing, and then from there you'll start to get the experience and you start to figure stuff out, and like that way you can start building up. So I hope that answers your question.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hello again.
Hello.
Totally unrelated. Did you see the Northern Lights last night?
I didn't. I couldn't see them from my hotel room, and I was too lazy to go outside.
Have you ever seen them like anywhere else though?
I think when I was younger, so I lived in Norway for a bit, and I do remember maybe seeing them, but it's been forever, and they probably weren't all that cracked up, so I forgot about them, so I don't know. I think they're going to happen again tonight, so I'm going to see if I can see them then. So be on the lookout.
Do it.
Thank you.
Hello. You mentioned, moving to the U.S. To kind of help get started with. I mean, you were going to school for computer science, but you mentioned moving to the U.S. and that helped get your career started, and then again moving to Texas specifically. And so I guess my question is, how essential do you think it is to be there, be where the companies are, where the people are, especially in this day and age, kind of post-COVID, where remote recordings have started to see more prevalence?
Excellent question. I think that it really comes down to what you want to do as an actor and what kind of goals that you have for yourself. I think the general rule of thumb is if you want to work in a specific company or in a specific property, you have to move to where that company is. If you want to work in Crunchyroll anime, you have to move to Texas because they only work with locals unless you're like exceptional. And like that's their rule. Like that's the unfortunate part of it. It used to be a bit better during like the peak of pandemic because they were remote and they were open to everybody. But then they got worse after the pandemic, and like that's why they're doing this thing. That's why I moved out of Texas. So to give you an idea, like I was already in a few Steam games before I even thought about moving to America. I think that no matter where you are in the world, if you're doing like what I describe and you're just grinding out auditions and doing, you can accomplish a lot. Like, I mean a lot. There are actors that are not based in Texas or Los Angeles or any of the hot spots that are in things that are incredible. Michael Kovac in the Amazing Digital Circus. He doesn't live in any of the hot spots, but he's in one of the most popular things that has ever come out of YouTube ever. And I love that show, by the way, it's great. And so like, it really boils down to what you want as an actor. I think that I'm not too familiar with Canada's voice acting scene, to be quite honest with you guys, but I do know that you guys have a ton of cartoons. And you do like some anime here and there. If that's what you want to do, then you can definitely do it here. But if you want to be in like Crunchyroll stuff, like you have to move to Texas. It all comes down to what you want to do. I think that one cool trick that you can put into place is basically look up actors that are doing what you want to do and see where they're located. And like that'll let you triangulate like, oh, a lot of the people that are in Genshin right now are in Los Angeles. I mean, it used to be a bit better, like they used to, bring people from remote, but it's gotten worse too. So that's what it comes down to. It's just like, it all comes down to what you want to do, I think. Unfortunately, America does have kind of a monopoly on a lot of the recording stuff, so you might have to cross the border, but like, I'm roommates with Alejandro Saab, and his partner is Hayden Davio, and they are an incredible actor, and they made that move from Canada to America, and they're kicking ass right now. So I think if you have the gumption, and you have the experience, and you have the passion, you'll find a way of making it work if you want to move. So yeah, I hope that answers your question.
That's perfect, thank you.
Thank you, appreciate it.
What would you say your favorite characters to voice are?
Oh! It's like asking a mother who their favorite child is. Like, I love all my boys. It's kind of hard for me to pick because I love each one for like a different thing. I think, like, I made a cop-out answer on yesterday's panel, and I'll repeat that. My current favorites are Kaveh and Andy, because Kaveh just, is Mia Farr, and Andy is just so bombastic. Andy and Undone Unluck, which you all should watch. He's this loud, bombastic dude, and I love.
I know I'll never be the same. Shook my world so hard again. Wish I washed away my sins.